Hello, and welcome to another episode of me, Robert McIver, playing Disco Elysium. But yeah, been a while since I last been on it. I was on holiday a couple of weeks ago, and then last week I was ill. I came down, I picked something up in Amsterdam, and just been ill for the last week. I had a really bad cold, so I couldn't really talk, so I had to leave it. So anyway, I'm back now for another episode, and where did we leave off? Episode 4. Day 4, and I did a whole bunch of stuff, pretty much everything on the map that I could possibly do, bar one thing, and that was to do a quest for Wild Pines union representative. I think his name. I think he was, and yeah, I think he was. That was the main mission to continue the main story. I think I fucked up by leaving that one as long as I could. It feels like if you don't hit certain checkpoints in the game, then you start getting punished for it. I feel like Kim's relationship with me has deteriorated. So I got a new mission from this Wild Pines representative, and he's asking me to go get signatures in the fishing quarter. So I'm gonna head over there and get the signatures, and try and speed up my game process, basically. Yeah. Hopefully I'm about to play the game. So yeah, without further ado, cheers to another episode, and let's begin. Cool. Where do we leave off? I think we just got the mission. Let's take a look what we have. So encyclopedia is still my highest one. It's my main focus. What was I having problems with before? My empathy is really bad. My authority is really bad. So I kind of, although since last episode I picked up some stuff for my empathy, so it's a little better than it used to be. Suggestion's quite bad as well. So yeah, Elysium. Oh, we got Cersei. Okay, what else do we... Oh, we got 2 levels. That's good. I think I'm saving them now for, like, emergencies. What do we have here? I wanted to check, where's the map? Am I still learning something? Where was the stuff I'm learning? There you go, false. Nope, everything's done. Oh, I told you there. What's the total amount? Didn't notice this before. Well, 40 is low. The ledger of failure and hatred, -2. Alright, cool. Let's get on with it. The time now is 8 in game. I really want to get as much done as I can. If I take the leisure off, actually. Yeah. Then yeah, that's where my 40 was going to. It's good I can take off that. So I either have a 40 or I have a 50. both doing both at the same time. I don't think there's anything new to learn. There's a couple here. Indirect modes of taxation. White morning. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's drinking alcohol, at least. And the odd degree one. So I've got 3 I can pick from, but like I don't want those new abilities. I'm default running at the moment. Still haven't figured out how to change from running to.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Changing the word of volumes then. Increase the voiceover. Yeah, I'm running again actually. Is it cap lock? Yeah, finally figured out. Cap lock changes from toggles running. Good to know. No. Alright, let's get on with this. Got a mission to do. Need to get 2 signatures. I'll need to be far away to get the signatures. I can do it now, can't I? Need to remember how to get the signatures. The white envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed to you by Everett Clare. Inside some legal documents with 2 names printed on them. Isabel Saudi and Lorraine Carter, both signatures required.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, Everett people can see me there. I know a place to hide. Got an idea. No one will be able to find me in the basement. Even though I can't see what's going on in the basement. Alright, this seems to be nice and secluded.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the...
Everest people could be watching. Where you feel safe enough to sleep. Alright, let's try the house and the deeper hole. My friend Wendy, she's been just started playing this game, and she's basically at the point I am right now, and she's done everything the same way I've done stuff. Yeah. She's doing the low responsibilities. She's also picked the thinker archetype, and I think her specialty is encyclopedia as well. And a lot of her choices are very similar to mine as well. Right, we should be hidden away. Let's do it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Yeah, there you go.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Right, come on, we've got to pass this.
With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
2 names, Isabel Saudi and Lynette Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures.
Good. Everard will have to start over with his scheming. When Isabel and Lillian dispute the signatures, the document will be rendered null and void. Any halfway competent notary should be able to handle this. Not getting their actual signatures was probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, gotta make sure get on Kim's good side.
Now all we have to do is mail these. I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
I'm reading the book The Count of Monte Cristo, and in that one point early on in the story, someone had to forge a letter, and he wanted to write a letter that wasn't his own handwriting, so it doesn't go back to him. So he writes the letter with his offhand. So he was he's right-handed. He wrote the letter right-handed. He was right-handed and he wrote the letter left-handed. So that's one way of finding a letter.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
I knew we'll get to use his mailbox or something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Drop the white envelope.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon.
Cool.
Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Cool. Yeah, getting on with this fast. Luckily I did it before the stuff got delivered. I wonder if that was timed as well. I would presume you will have to do the first task of his going for the back door by the end of Tuesday maybe. And maybe the next task, which is this, doing the letters, have to be done by the end of Thursday. Completely as well. Sounds about right. We're on a mission on speeding things up. Also, I've got the ability to do karaoke, so I won't do that before the night's over. Yeah, there's no button about toggle walk into running. They should really have included that.
Mr. Dubois,
Dubois.
every worker, member of the board.
Love
How
that.
can I help you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry.
He clapped his
Of
hands.
course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
See? Forging that signature really paid off.
What was it?
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
The signatures I got. I know you plan to force him out with the construction noise. Did you order the hanged man killed? Can I get my gun now? Yeah.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
Smiles flickers in the corner of his eye. She was raving around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
Can you set me up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
Near the fish market on the coast. One on the boardwalk. A little past it. Yeah, is that where the dead guy was? Cool.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Oh, you can stay up to at least 2.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
I didn't realise you could stay up that late. I always go to bed around about 10. Well, it's time for karaoke. Did you order the hanged man killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
A war? Fucking
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Have you heard what 2 giant Ceres hornets can do an entire colony of bees? They destroy. They've got trained military people. Aren't you afraid of for your men? Yeah, they've got trained military people.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Yeah, everyone hates them except ultra liberals, maybe, which happens to be me. How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. we're not gonna give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're
not
gonna
the coffee
take all
maker.
of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
Actually, no, it's not.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
Signatures, I know that you plan to force them out. How many of you guys are there in union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labour organisation in Revachol.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbour?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
That's just the top of the iceberg though, isn't it? God, that sounds shady. Digging it, Everett. I have to say, I'm digging this part. God, that sounds shady. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavoured, and risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
Drugs are a no-go for me. I report this. I have to admit there's a well put together plan and far removed from you. Interesting stuff, I just want to solve the murder, okay? It makes sense to regulate the drug trade like this. Keep it out of the more dangerous hands. Yes, I'm not in that one. I'll report this.
Yes, yes, of course. And while you're doing that, please go ahead and also tell the Wild Pines. I want to hear them squeal from the indignity.
Nothing in his features betrays any concern.
Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbour's turnover, just like the harbour is, but a small part of Martinez.
Would still be illegal. So is there trade or isn't there? Go on. say nothing. That'll still be illegal.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Well, I mean, if it has the word incorporate in it, then I like it. I'm a money guy. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I'm not feeling a whole lot of Weathershaw here. Nor enough flags or kings. Honestly, it's not my place to judge. I don't want to say any of these. Yeah, I think if anything, I'll say I'm not feeling a whole lot of Weathershaw here. Nor enough flags or kings. I don't know. Yeah, I do.
Harry, the future I have in store for Martinez will have all the macho aesthetics you love so much. The crowns, the guns. I will even slip in a skull and bones for you, my friend.
Oh yeah, skull and bones. Skull and bones on the Revacholian flag. The Revacholian Death Squad. Oh yeah, the visual image has completely bedazzled you. You're 100% with Everard now.
Am I? I don't feel I am. Can you ask you about specific union members?
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big time mode, Harry.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big time mode.
The signatures I got, I know you plan to force them out.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
Lieutenant says grimly.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex. Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Youth supermarket church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that? Low income housing? If even part of that is true, then why not? And life? Nod. I knew you were a man of the people, Everett. I don't want to say any of these. Top one. Youth supermarket church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
And then there will be a giant statue of him, towering above it all.
Wait, but will you erect this statue to yourself? I knew you were up to something. Sounds like you got this. You can rely on my vote. I knew you were up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's a sadness in this tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
A few more questions about the harbour.
I'm always happy to educate and enter. Very nice, Harry. Is
Alright, cool. I'm happy I'm happy with where we're going now. I feel like we're making progress proper. It's crazy the one bit of dialogue that I refused to actually listen to. What's the saying? Refused to. Pander to. Can't think of a better word. Was the one dialogue that seems to propel the story. It's a bit annoying. I thought there would be a lot more wiggle room in this game. Like, for multiple options, multiple ways of doing stuff. Anyway, I could be mistaken. So, other things, I need to beat the guy from Elysium, low responsibility, but in French. And I'm trying to remember where he is. I think I have to read it later.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help?
Got 3 levels, it's good. I'm closer than ever. Find a working transceiver and return it to the church. Oh yeah, I've got the transceiver. Don't think we do that one. Cool. So gameplay wise, what I have to do is only a handful of stuff. One of them is get my gun back via going back to Everett, and that's from 10 to 2. Karaoke is another option, which I think we can do now. And then there's also going to the church and speaking to the woman on the computer there, and I give her the receiver to forward their low responsibilities. So I'm waiting out till 2 for main story. I think karaoke time.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Maybe I should just depart. Put the leisure on. That increases my empathy. I might need it. There was another way of improving my empathy. Shooters one. Yeah, there is that as well. Is there nothing else for empathy? No. So he's getting good. Alright,
Hey, was there something you needed?
I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
Yeah, but look into his eyes. Johnny Law is about to tear up Sad Star. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's going to use it? It's part of my quest of self-discovery, help me. This is my way of apologising for all the trouble I caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. You're right, it's not right. So either do the apology or it's self-discovery. Yeah, I'll do self-discovery. It's part of my quest for self-discovery.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
They'll pay. Fuck it. Yeah, but look in his eye. Johnny Law is about to tear up Sad Star. Why do you even have a PA system?
It's for the... It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
There's no prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used. It's not a prop, it's for your clients.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client, I paid my bills, and I have the right to use a karaoke machine. Okay, fuck me then, just fuck me. I so want to say that. No, I'll calm down. I'm a real client.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Alright. Time to go up.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm gonna sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Put your lips against the microphone and test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
Too close to the mic. The hand conundrum. Look around the room first.
The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse.
I'm psyching myself out here.
You're sweating. They are going to hate you. Just make sure you move, okay? Don't be stiff.
Oh, I've got some back. Drama. Let's up my drama. Do we have any here? Drama. Number clothes are affecting drama. Let's go through more individually. Come on, yes, got one. Oof, bow tie. Fuck yeah, cool. Look very rock and roll. Let me just. God. Which one's worse? No, I'll go back to the other top. Where's the other top at? Oh, it's swapped out. God, look terrible. Cool. It's the best I can do for now. Alright. I can level up my drama. I'm already at level 9. I can level up another 3 more times if I wanted to.
The stage is all... You feel a little...
So, are you ready for your thing now?
92, I like this.
Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
I'm ready, gods. Bring it.
The air is thick with anticipation.
Oh shit, that's a reference to... Is it? Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's quite similar to that. Quite similar quote. My dice roll was low as well.
Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns, though it once was larger. How the real may rest there. Down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Yeah, that was really cool. Hey.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
Thank you, Agent Reptilian Brain. I dedicate this song to whoever wrote me that fucking letter. I still love you. Thank you very much, arsehole. I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner, Kim Kitsuragi. I'd like to dedicate this song to God for letting me sing. I'd like to dedicate this song to the RCM. Please don't fire me. I don't want to dedicate this song to anyone. I formed it for myself. Do it for Kim. Hopefully Kim won't be embarrassed.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but gives you a quick smile before turning away. He's incapable of blushing, but if he weren't, he'd blush.
Yeah, build that relation back up.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
That was good, man.
Last words?
Whip out your finger pistols and shoot in the air and leave. Thank you, Martinez. Say nothing, leave enigmatically. Oh, I was going to do fire pistols, the finger pistols. Thank you, Martinez. Oh, they're all good. They're all good. No, I'll be a little bit more low key. Thank you, Martinez. Oh. Yeah, game's picking up in pace.
Yes?
Alright, anything else we got?
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Cafeteria manager is waiting for you to acknowledge that you recognise the song. Yeah, the church is actually my past. Yeah, the church is actually my life. Yeah, the church is actually my love. Things are really bad with it. I fucking rock that shit. I told you I rock that shit. Which one was the church? Is that the church that I was in earlier? Or was that he's talking metaphorically? Yeah, it's about my past.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
Alright, fine. Nice knowing you, God. Alright. Does this door open later now? I'm gonna stick around later.
You see a heavy steel the cobalt, old cobalt paint. It leads to a side build. The door does not.
Oh, let's change my stats sound. My shirt was a vest. My jacket was... yeah, I think about right, yeah. There's a thing that came up here. There you go. This feels right, you belong here. Cool. Basically speedrunning this game now. Low responsibilities. The one with my gun. Joyce maybe as well. And karaoke was the other one. Let's go less responsibility. Where was he at? The church. Back to the church. Alright. Oof, better save it. Why still going on?
Yes, what is it?
I found a radio transceiver.
Ah, very good. Let's see what you have.
The highly advanced. Yeah, I use a highly advanced one.
Interesting. An Esterhazy EH4, heavily customized. This is an advanced model, highly capable. I'll need to replace the frequency dial, but it should certainly work for our purposes.
She's impressed by your resourcefulness as much as by the equipment itself.
I believe that means we're ready to get started. I should warn you, once we begin setting up this antenna, we'll need to see the whole process through. There won't be any second chances, any do-overs. You understand? So if there's anything you'd like to get in order before we depart, I suggest you do it now.
Wait, didn't you say we need some kind of power supply? What kind of stuff should I get in order? I'm ready, let's do this. Hang on. Yeah, I'll probably ask to save the room for later. Do we need some sort of power supply?
Ah, yes. I wasn't sure what to do about that, but then I discovered an abandoned power source down by the edge of the bay.
It's obvious. She's referring to your half-sunken Caprice 40.
You mean the motor carriage that I crashed into the bay? Or, oh well, as long as it works. I don't need no details. Yeah, do you mean the motor carriage?
Oh, yes. I did notice that it was covered in police livery. Then you already know that the carriage itself is irreparable, but the rear-mounted engine seems to be in fine working order. My intention is to run a power cable from the engine up to the antenna. It won't last forever, but it should give us enough time to establish a connection with Coalition warship Archer.
What kind of stuff should I get in order?
That's up to you. At a minimum, I would make sure you are physically and mentally prepared for an intense and difficult process. Once we begin, there can be no interruptions.
Or reload. We can reload it. Right?
At the very least, you should make sure you're wearing a good pair of gloves.
Yeah, I got a good plan.
Radio engineers typically carry overpriced solvent sprays to clean the antenna connections. But in a pinch, some common ammonia works just fine. Finally, there's the question of stimulants. Some people prefer to keep legal amphetamines on hand to help with their work. I'm not one of them, but they do exist.
I try to avoid drugs. Abusing stimulants is highly irresponsible. So this is the first time you hung around speed freaks, is it? I try to avoid drugs.
I don't take them because they make me nauseous. But everyone has their reasons. I don't judge.
Hang on, I need some time to...
That's fine. Return to me when you're ready to go.
Cool. Now the thing is, do I save that for later when the game would have got high stats? Or should I just wait till the end of the night? No, I got fucking time to kill now. What was the other one? Joyce. Yeah, let's see if Joyce has got anything to say.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
So I've been dealing with Everett again.
Oh?
He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To a nameless settlement down the coast nearby.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange.
Thank you,
Why does she
Rusted
want to go
Heretic.
there?
How you been? Alright. You want to build a youth centre here for the children of Martinez. You're quite fond of the village, aren't you? Quite fond of the village?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
You been in Martinez before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you missed those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats, like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
She tosses her head. He wants to build a youth centre here for the children of Martinez.
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
So he's sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
He's helped me from a gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks. He's able to contain the anger.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
Miss Dever said he's almost ready to be found soon.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Perhaps he is.
Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now, what else can I do for you?
Nothing else there. Keep my bag. Feel as though there's any more rubbish to pick up.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Conceptualization. 7, that's quite high. Probably need 3 more levels on conceptualization. What other stuff can we do? I've got nothing to do but wait. I can't feel the rest of it.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. Your money disappears into the coin slot, a clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. It looks as if its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hanging there long.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind. This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot, a thick layer that's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, you know this, the church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building you see
Can I kill time? I suppose I could kill time about an hour maybe. Sit on the bench. These guys are gone. Since I have a bit of time spare, I'm gonna go to the fishing side and see if there's any people up here in no time. The wind is quelled by the four-story buildings around the yacht.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's
Well-
desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a block obscure? So this part of the coast is a block obscure? What's a block obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Really left something useful inside.
Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
He gives you a wary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
I've got time to kill. There's literally nothing else I can do. I've got half an hour left before I can continue my game.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, so it's, I suppose I could crash there at night.
The old woman still sits in. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night.
You stop?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. My suggestion is, don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
Oh shit, you left click and then drag up and down. Would that help here? I have a problem with this selection. Yeah, shit. Okay, that's how you do it. Left click and drag. Any of these I could do now? Medium. The door's closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Anything interesting in these guys?
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And there's spirits and speed too.
Don't call Abigail.
Where am I? Where's this place?
The man hiccups. Then
Don't. No.
Free kids.
Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Tequila sunset.
Alright, wrong job, wrong thing. Let's go in the church. Got an idea for something. This is where I was meant to meet the woman at 10. Let's just take a look around here. Alright, save. Let's walk. And let's put some boombox on. See if any of the kids talk about this boombox. Faster.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
Savon flare for sunglasses. Do you have any other? Yeah, I want to increase empathy and authority, but I don't know the opportunities to do that. I'll save some experience from it. Savon Fair, where's that? It's already quite well.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
You mentioned true life, what would that be like?
But life is true if it's free from fear, an eternal division among oneself. In others, mankind, there's seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
How would you go about returning to the true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
Sort of like fascism then.
Nationalism, militarism, racism, an emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore.
Hard. Proper British way of talking. I dropped the H. Fair enough, just make an observation. I didn't mean it as a bad thing. But shouldn't the ones that are more hardcore rule over the ones that are less hardcore? Offer them guidance. Fair enough, just make an observation.
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it, unaroused by fascism.
So you're advocating a noise-based society? You keep mentioning hardcore, what does that mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore. Hardcore!
His friend shouts from behind his mixtape with a smile surpassing your own in weirdness. A total moonface and eyes full of naive wonderment. In term hardcore also denotes a strain of pornography that depicts penetration. Did you know that? That was vague. Dedication, something else. Superlative. Hardcore denotes a strain of pornography.
That's a pretty hardcore coincidence, don't you think? Yeah!
So you advocate a noise-based society?
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
Let's change the subject.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Conceptualization. Not doing that just yet. Who is this dude?
Welcome back.
Oh, that's the one. Is that the guy over here? I'm basically just killing time still.
They really have an interesting setup here. Like kids preparing for a school science fair. It's pretty neat.
I hope it did stuff like this when I was a kid. I was sure about this, something smells fishy. Hey Andre, what's all this about? You sure about this? Something smells fishy.
Nah, that's just the smell of healthy experimentation. and lots of chemicals.
Hey Andre, what's all this about?
This? Oh, we're trying to see if we can come up with some cool new special effects to add to the visual aspect of our club experience.
We tinker with things. Art, music, chemistry.
Okay, sounds good. I'm not sure I'm buying what you're selling. Okay, sounds good.
Some chemicals, when mixed, can, you know, change colour or sort of blow up. Blow up! Blow up!
Young man with the large head pumps his fist in the air.
Not like, you know, in a dangerous way. Or, well, we're not going to do it in a dangerous way. Besides, did you know that smell experiences are all the rage now at the most forward-thinking venues?
Very big in art circles.
Yes, chemistry has many uses. In police work too.
The young man looks startled for a moment, but then flashes you his most winsome smile.
I hope you get to experience one of our light smell shows sometime, sir. It'll be a blast.
Feel free to come back later and have a blast with these exemplars of youthful avant-gardism. But we really need to return to the present now.
He haven't got time to kill, man. Doesn't matter. Just want to find something to do.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Ooh, it's quite high. Whoa, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary! Very hardcore!
That was pretty hardcore.
Too hardcore, in fact! I couldn't control it! At all!
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left! Starts compressing itself and everything around it! Completely fills up the headspace! Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
Is there anything else we could do about it?
Oh! I don't know! Maybe someone can do something with this! I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make!
Sounds like a future could be even more hardcore than I can ever imagine.
Yeah!
Right, let's roll with it. Maybe your body can tell me what Arno Van Eyck's jam is missing to make it hardcore. 70%, it's alright.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every cordae animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick, so that you can get out of your head anymore.
Wow! Okay! We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking you. I think you know, you would know. Nowhere, I'm gonna become some sort of another cop too. I got enough copper types already. Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh no! Please become one! You'll miss out on so much good content otherwise. It's like being the greatest cop on Earth!
Oh wait, I put it.
Please! Please?
Oh man, I'm terrible. Like, sometimes when I read, I just like accidentally just skip words. I don't know if it's dyslexia thing or not. But I completely just skipped over the word not. So completely misunderstood what's going on there. Okay, I'll look into it in an official, at least get the option to go back on myself. Okay, I'll look into it, not in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Take the task. Alright, I'll see if I come up with something on my own. A citizen's investigation. No, I really don't have time for this. They take the task. I'll do a citizen's investigation.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
I've got one already, don't I?
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Cool. It feels cold.
Does it?
Rue de Saint-Gustin. I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags in the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
And the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Shake off.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
And I like this guy's getting enthusiastic. Egghead is getting happy. I like that. Cool, we've got 5 minutes more to kill. Did good with my time. Did I get more abilities? No. Should be getting one soon though. Alright, let's continue. Go to get the tape. So I think it's this side of the river. Or more south. This side of the canal, I should say. Around here maybe? Feathers in the tree as well. Let's just check this side. Yeah, we've got a direction. No, I'm pretty sure it's south. Let's double check the mission briefing. There's the torch helps at all or anything. Oh. Time to roll it around. I'm probably not going too long of a stream tonight. I'll probably do for maybe another hour at most. Alright.
An old door worn by elements.
Maybe around here. Forgot the large. It'll probably be different spaces. Maybe it was on the other side of the thing. Oh, what's this? Beams are splintered, the bridge doesn't collapse on its own. Artillery would. Could be on the other side. Right, let's just for completion's sake, let's just let's find this tape. There's tape in my room. Let's see if we will.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. This coin operates. Your money disappears into the coin slot. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time.
Okay, let's check some trees window. Does he have anything? I have to take off this torch.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Boombox, I bought, you should play the tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits. You see rows of toy soldiers, big men on big horses.
I used to be very serious about my Franco-Niger.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this is like Renee, the old guys play with Petanique.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but...
This set of soldiers isn't meant...
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it's
I don't like either set very much.
yeah, nothing of interest. Get that torch back on. Where's this damn tape? Oh, there's on the north side.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Piss off, nature. Good hawthorn. You let me pat the tree.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy. The bronze ribbon twists around and within the branches in an intricately natural pattern. But there's something.
What do I see?
There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see the ends of the ribbon, the way it flows, how it twists and turns. It's all starting to make sense.
It's already
It'll be
easy.
easier to remove now.
It's already pretty easy to remove. I get +2 karaoke superstar. Why is that? What's +2 karaoke superstar? Is that for the complete karaoke? Alright, cool, anyway.
With slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
What's the tape for?
You were just with me. For Egghead. I promised to make this Van Dyke jam hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can do that.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the right direction. I think one ravers would know how to break a broken...
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
get that thing off first. A bronze-colored tape was found in the branches of hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Elysium. Ghislaine. It gleams whenever a ray of sun hits the surface.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Hey, do you know how to fix this? Showed a bundle of magnetic tape.
You mean re-spooling? Yeah, I do, but...
Great, can you do it, please? This is important. Ooh, thank you. This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless.
Wait, but you'd think we're film tapes all the time. Isn't that the same? Worthless is not worthless for you. This could be the next big thing for local dancing. Maybe help me find some other way then. Wait, but you'd think we're film tapes all the time.
No, it's different. Those film tapes actually mean something to me. But this is just a worthless bundle of old tape.
This could be the next big thing in the dancing meeting.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know the old church down the road?
Yes. What about it?
I helped some young ravers turn it into a nightclub. And they play this weird beats there, which they call hypnotic music.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it, no bass. It just goes booze, booze, booze. This tape could make it hardcore. Yeah, I did it first one.
Man, you're really invested in this.
Yep.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs. You know these visuals would look super cool in the church.
Hey, those visuals you got there look great in the church. Point at the lights in the pawn shop. Look at the clock. Right, it took more than just a few moments. That was like at least 15 minutes. I'll do the top one. The lights.
Yeah, I bet they would. All those lights in a massive church hall. A sanctuary filled with hand-picked positive photons. There would be no room for sadness in such a place. It's a brilliant vision.
You and me, we can make this all become true. Mankind needs this.
Yeah, man. No. I rather like this place happy too. You know, where I work. This tape is all I can do for you and your friend's nightclub project.
You said it would take a few minutes. It was more than 15.
Yeah, it was. Respooling isn't that difficult. Although I had to mend the tape in a few places. Anyhow, it's yours now.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
I have never business to take care of. Cool. We're making progress. A lot of progress. It's good. Well, I think we'll put that one on pause. It's now beyond the time to get my gun back, so that'll be the best time to do it. But for now, I'm going to take a 10-minute break. Possibly a 20-minute break. So, yeah. See you guys in a bit, and we'll get our gun back. So, yeah. See you soon. Right, I'm back. I said before, I'm not going to be on the stream too long. I'm probably going to make my streams a little bit shorter than 4 hours in general. But let's see if we get as much as we can done. I think if we can finish off the day today, that would be cool. A bronze colored tape found in the branches of a hawthorn tree has been reconstructed into a usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and in an odd format which doesn't fit in any portable tape player. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked. Alright, let's go. Where's that woman? The old fish market. Alright. I'm presuming that's it. Fuck. Right, remove that boombox.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Jesus. The aged woman on the mountain police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, denounces you and reaches for the microphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
This is dangerous.
Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Wait, what should we do, Kim? Raise your hands. Easy, madame, take it easy. Yeah, I'll do it.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Madame, I need you to calm down. We just will talk. I'm not moving. Yeah, let me do it.
Suspect is on the loose. Suspect at large. Officer, administer street justice at our own peril. That one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike above was what was actually required. Suspect is under control. Suspect is under control.
Alright, this got really dangerous really fast.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
Yeah, I'm quite aware of that, mate.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing.
My empathy's high. Authority's not good.
You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
4. Alright. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect at large! Get on the ground!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, right?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Big red key? That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
Shit. Please identify yourself, madam.
It's the goddamn police shitbag! Cut the pavement! You're under arrest!
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Do we have anything more? No. Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband! Restricted access! 2 kilos missing! Eyewitness report compromised!
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
You're not the police. We are the police.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
Baby, you know who I am. Everybody knows. Lieutenant Double Yafura Haria Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kisawagi from the 57th. Yeah, I'll do that. I was going to do the first one, but the second one probably is better.
No. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth.
Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
What's the situation, officer?
Lieutenant hesitates addressing the woman.
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
Wait, what if she was right and I actually am an imposter? We really are cops, look. Right, rectangles. We really are cops, look, my badge. Hey, you're the one impersonating the police officer. If I take out the badge... if I walk too close to her, she might freak out. So let's do the white rectangles.
License and registration! License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector! Azimuth!
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
There's no other option. Oh god. Rolling.
She's frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough. If not, the lieutenant's got her in his sights. Host almighty, don't count on that. You saw that Binocloud can't shoot for shit.
No, I know myself. I know I'm gonna fail. Gun, and cone. Go for it. Gun.
Suicide by cop! Split-second decision! Eat lead, scumbag!
Oh my god. In your peripheral vision, the lieutenant releases the half-squeezed trigger.
God, I almost blew her head off.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real.
What happened there? So I tried to fire the gun and failed to shoot, and now she's calmed down because there was a real bullet in there.
Police guns always have bullets. What is
Oh, her
this?
gun had no
Why
bullets.
did you sell me this?
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
Peel the gun.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
So, Kim told me to fire. I went to fire. I failed to check. So then she tried firing, is it? And there was no bullets in her gun. So me failing kind of helped the situation. Maybe. Otherwise she'll be dead.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I'm very sorry this is how your life turned out for you. Gently touch her shoulder. You tried to kill me. What do you think is happening to her? I'll do the top one. I'm very sorry this is how your life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
But why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8 and loneliness.
Not neurodegenerative disease? Yes, this is what happens when you listen to too many cop shows on the radio. You're probably right, loneliness. I go with neurodegenerative disease. Degenerative disease. Degenerative. Oh, fuck's sake. Neurodegenerative disease.
Could be. Her hands were trembling and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we gonna do with her?
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without a gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Wait, I was really hoping I could give her one of those station call slips. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. I don't want to endorse the Hardy Boys' inflamed sense of self-worth. They're not cops, we are. I think we just leave her like this, she'll be fine. Yeah, give her the Titus. Improve our relationship with them.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
She mutters, it seems like a reflex. Half-remembered sentence.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them. Do.
Shake her shoulder. Pick up the RCM hat. Yeah, pick up the RCM hat.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
I think so. Maybe, probably. You know me. Mine knows ours, the RCM. Maybe, probably. You know me.
It's your hat.
Shake her shoulders.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Confiscate narcotics. Wink. Oh, I don't know, do I do that? No, neither of you.
The woman stands slumped. She is one of those things, there were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them. Do.
Nope. Alright, let's get that cap back on again. Yes, got the authority back up as well. The cap is sturdy and comfortable and seems to retain its form very well. It fits you perfectly. The inside of it smells like cheap tobacco and typewriter ink. It feels familiar somehow. Perhaps it too is yours. Though how the pigs got it is a mystery. Cool. What item did I get? My revolver. The three-shot revolver barrel, Villiers-LaSalle pepperbox, typically assigned to officers of the RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant. The barrel gun is worn and engraving on the side reads, "Samwise Parabellum. This is your gun." No doubt about it. Cool. Let's get through the story. Hardy boy. Let's get to him first. I'm really making up for lost time now. 40. Can I increase my 40? I think my 40 is about as high as he can get. Oh, can you increase my empathy? Alright.
It's you again. What is it?
.42. Found a witness. Warned about a tribunal. Discuss. 840. Yeah. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the outside of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Are we the B team?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig.
She had my gun. Yeah, I'll be honest with him.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun?
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pig's lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
What's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne Amigo LaPlante?
Fuck you, pig. What the fuck you are playing at, huh?
Easy, Al. Don't let him get to you. Have one for Auntie LaPlante, huh?
Don't disrespect Miss LaPlante, Copper. She's good people. We all get a little crazy sometime.
Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together.
How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that? More like who wouldn't? Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat, show me up. Sum me up. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor women's latch onto. I'm sorry. Yeah, over 3 or 4. Do you apologize, guy? No, show enforcement. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir.
Respectable professions don't shoot kids, Cerdo. They don't beat confessions out of prisoners.
I just got an achievement for being incredibly fucking boring.
Easy there, Al. Sit down. We got one of our own to take care of, so let's not get worked up.
Where'd you get all the cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
It's probably for my vehicle, I think, right?
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Thanks for helping us out with this one, Titus.
No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
42. Interesting. Me and Everett talked. He promised you cooperation.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature guys. Everett said word right. Everett sent word right. Why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp? I would never tell on someone. Let's change the subject. Very mature guys. Everett sent word right.
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Whew, it's quite high now. 40. Can I have my 40 anymore? Firstly, I can't. Do it anymore there. I need more 40. What about the oof. Well, that's 2 not 40. Can't do that. Alright, fuck it, let's risk it.
It's you again. What is it?
Finally get to do 40 on this. 72, that's good, right?
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Alright, I just about succeeded. I had the exact amount needed. Where have I seen this before? Yeah, Titus, you guys really are due 40 around there. Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Again, Titus, you guys really are the authority around it. You must be... You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I got drunk, so drunk I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer, and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job like you. Second one's probably best. No, I also am a big fan of beer, and jerking off instead of helping people. Yeah, I do.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped, she needs counselling. We need to talk to her. She needs help. Push. That's soft. This is quite hard. Yeah, let's go. Let's go hard. Someone's been raped. She needs counselling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got it. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Lieutenant takes out his name.
Claudia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due, with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Said you don't remember being a cop. Said you don't remember reality. Talked about your room and crying. Oof. I fucked up just by talking to her earlier. Right, well that's red. So I can't do that.
Yeah, blonde, tall, 2 rooms over from yours.
Miss Orange Disco Dancer?
Sure, why not? You've
Don't
probably
really do
seen
this.
her around.
I can't get out of it.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Oh, so what was her relationship with the mercenaries? So the rape, when was that? So, scratch the head. What was your relationship with her? I think I laughed nervously. I think I know her. Thank you. We talked to her. Yeah, what's her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Right, I'll leave it. Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Alright, finish up. Yeah, that's cheeky. I got led into a trap then.
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name? Yeah.
Yes.
And the sort of quivering jello thing with the eye, pointed at twitching eye.
Yes.
I think I know the woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Yeah, obviously I'm not. I didn't rape her. I met her in the hallway after I woke up. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out that I partied hard and not very mental healthily. I asked her where we were, what city is this, maybe even what year, something like that. Yeah, there's a trap at the beginning of the game, trying to figure out the controls. Didn't really figure out what the different choices had actual effects. Just figuring out how the conversation works. The first person you meet, and everything he said to her basically just makes this interaction with the Hardy Boy like go terrible. So it's quite interesting. The second playthrough, you have a better understanding and probably do it better. But also, like with the Hardy Boy there was like no out. There was no options to get me out of it. I couldn't actually like change objects to get better luck on the dice roll. It's quite good. I quite like that. You kind of like stuck with your decisions. Yeah, she knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. That I partied hard and not very mentally healthy.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
She heard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. The one next to yours. Yeah.
Anything else?
She knows I don't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I met her away after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
I asked her where we were, what city is this, maybe even what year, something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Nothing. Let's move on.
We'll be alright, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Oof. Also didn't help that I banged on the door as well. I was just messing around with the options and didn't realise it was going to have consequences. Let's hope that doesn't come back to harm me. Uh, 5 levels now. Cool, saving them. Save game. Yeah.
The door is closed.
Knock.
There is no answer. It's nighttime, officer.
We should come back in the morning.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. What else can we do? Let's do the... the responsibilities in the church. Let's do that. It's going to take a while to pull off, so maybe it's best to do that at night time. Am I running? Yeah. Alright. Wonder how long it'll take. Oh yeah, I could discuss stuff.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
I found this reel of tape. Maybe you can use it to hard up Eric's jam.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
A hand on his ear, he listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
What do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. Trippy.
Here's that! The signs match perfectly!
So pretty hardcore.
Now if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Do what? I just found a random tape and brought it to the Egghead. He's just incredibly good at remix. You're right, it's uncanny how well it all goes together. Something else must have been going on here. Yeah, I'll do the second one.
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough?
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
He nods to his friend behind the turntable.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key.
Andre's got it. Sounds like a local folk hero. Folk song remixed. Ourselves right, Van Eyck must live around here. Definitely his creation. I agree annoyed. It's just luck and Egghead's incredible mixing skills. Yeah, I agree with Noid.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Andre looks back at you.
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
I think you might know the answer.
What if we use the crazy sound assault from Sonia's experiment, but tame it, made it pulse? Perceive the task. Yeah, fuck it.
Oh! But how?
What about that compressor Andre was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing?
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Oof. Andre's compression algorithm low. Interfacing. Maybe we've got anything. Interfacing is already quite high. Then we've got anything more for it. I'll have to come back to this guy later. And in the meantime, I got Deanna Van Eyck. The question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken and discarded tape fit perfectly into a song played by some speed freaks in a frozen tent? Can it be coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of the man machine himself. In the attempt to create a perfect song, maybe Egghead is actually Arno Van Eyck in disguise. Eric Ed. Yeah, let's unlock one. And let's internalize it. 50 minutes. Cool. Oh, what's the penalty whilst we're learning it? Oh, interfacing goes up.
Yeah!
No.
Medium cut.
No, let's go.
Yes, what is it?
Let's contact Archer. So I'm using the relay station for low responsibilities. We're going to set up the satellite.
Very good. If you'll help me with some of this equipment then.
Back across the water now. At least we are getting our exercise in today.
If you'll please carry that amplifier, officer, and if you'll take that spool of cable, we should be able to move it all in one trip.
Pray for imminent already. Sounds an hour gone. I fucking speedrunning this episode.
And now if you'll just connect that here...
It's done. I believe we are ready.
Lieutenant wipes his brow.
We're ready to try at least. Please put on these headphones. There should be 2 extra sets. I've configured the channels so that only your microphone is set to broadcast, officer. We'll all be able to listen, but anyone we reach will only hear your voice. You will need to transmit your connection request while I attempt to locate the warship's public frequency. You will likely encounter some interference, but it's important to keep transmitting your request until you're acknowledged. Ready?
What if they never acknowledge me? That should go. Yeah, I'll do that.
Then it will be exactly like every other moment of every other day. I ask again, are you ready?
Yep.
Good. Beginning transmission.
A soft rustling between your ears, a winterscape with fast falling snow.
Where's the sound coming from?
Every light switch, every motor carriage, every doorbell, tea kettle, and radio in Martinez, all mingled with electrical interference caused by scattered thunderstorms over Ozone.
Officer, are you in order? We're waiting for you to start.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is the RCM officer, Tequila Sunset, please acknowledge. Detective Raphael Brazier Cote, or I could be Du Bois. I'm doing Detective Raphael Brazier.
Is there anybody there?
Failure.
The lieutenant looks up at you with a nervous glance. Nervous for who, though? You cannot say.
Failing them.
Try again, officer.
This is Coalition Warship Archer. This is Detective Costo. Please acknowledge.
Perhaps you're simply imagining it, but it seems as though you're learning to pull apart the fibers of this auditory felt. You focus on one strand in particular, one that sounds very nearly human.
Nein, Liebling, das lasse ich nicht zu. Wie kannst du unseren Jungen bloß auf einen dieser Dinger nach Bredefort schicken?
Hello Archer, do you acknowledge?
Marianne hat mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr, seit er auf einem Luftschiff aus Graz zurückgekommen ist. Halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Aber sie hat das Gefühl, seit seiner Rückkehr mit einem Fremden zusammenzuleben.
You can't make out a word of this gibberish.
What does this remind me of? I can't understand a word of this gibberish. What's going on? Keep listening. What does this remind me of?
The rustling of dry autumn leaves, waves breaking at a distance, 1,000 wings beating at once.
What's going on?
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen.
It's crosstalk. In all likelihood, they can't hear you. You have to keep trying until we get a signal through.
Alright, this is Detective Costo. If you're there, please acknowledge.
Again?
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Detective Costo. Do you acknowledge?
It's calm now. A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine. Something about the lieutenant's words directed at you, but not you.
Kim said that. Okay. What are you talking about, Kim? It's perfectly nice out. Kim, don't clog my connection. What are you talking about, Kim? It's perfectly nice out.
I didn't say anything, Detective.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Is this like jumping from the future? Is this dialogue from the future?
An uncomfortable silence falls over the connection.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
Are you going to tell me you didn't say that either? Maybe it's your trim brother. Are you going to tell me you didn't say that either?
I promise you I didn't, even though it certainly sounds like me.
Lieutenant seems to wince at the sound of his own voice. What is happening?
I can't say with certainty, but it sounds very much like anthroponetic crosstalk. It happens sometimes when sending transmissions across long stretches of pale.
Ah, yes, of course. That must be it.
Outwardly, they both exude calm, but there's something disturbing about this thought to both of them. Pale, 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 pale seems to be missing from your records.
Failed. That was a 20. My encyclopedia is high, but it had to be really high.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
Maybe we should try again later. So what can we do about it? Yes,
what else is there to do? Keep trying.
Coalition Warship Archer, do you acknowledge this is Detective Costo?
But someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Costo, please acknowledge.
Archer, this is Detective Cousteau. Can you hear me?
Liebling, bitte. Ist unser einziges Kind. Where's she parte? Please identify.
The signals are getting increasingly mixed. Plucking Archer's signal from this will be like isolating a single strand from a tangle of hair.
I'm just failing all the dice rolls. Maybe I'm gonna comment later.
It's not working. The crosstalk is simply too strong.
What can we do?
I did not expect simply locating the signal to be so difficult.
She appears to be concentrating very intently.
We must consider several variables. Local anthroponetic conditions, the sophistication of our transceiver, the quality of our connections, and the physics of our antenna itself. Fortunately, we have a more than adequate transceiver, so I do not believe it is causing any problems.
Damn right.
And we're also unlikely to change our local anthroponetic conditions. So, the next step is to thoroughly inspect our connections.
How am I supposed to inspect the connection?
You need to climb up there and look at them for yourself.
She stares at you as though it was obvious. Her hand gestures to the colourful cables dangling from the horse's forehooves.
Someone has been maintaining it.
Something about this setup seems dimly familiar. But you'll be damned if you know what you're supposed to do about it.
Okay, let's do this. The other option is worth a slip and fall, but fuck it, we can do that. Okay, let's do it. Once again, I failed another check. These dice rolls are quite difficult. He seems to be handling himself fine. How'd you get beyond that?
Your gloves give you a solid grip on the metal bar. This feels pleasingly familiar. You don't exactly cut a lithesome figure, but after several moments of scrambling, you manage to hoist yourself atop the monument. That performance was frankly an embarrassment.
What? I did alright. You know that. That was pretty bad. I hope no one saw it. Examine the connections.
The connection itself is nothing more than a little braid of exposed wire wrapped about the hoof of the horse. A copper fetter, it cannot slip. The whole monument is covered in a thin but durable layer of oil and grime. It's obvious no one has cleaned it in years.
Pour some alcohol over the connection. Pour some alcohol. Fuck it.
It takes a few moments, but the alcohol gradually begins to break down the oils surrounding the copper wiring.
Jesus, I'm lucky that I actually had bought some alcohol earlier on in the day, actually. I gotta remember to keep alcohol and cigarettes on me at all times for situations like this.
Is this really the time, Detective?
It's alright, Lieutenant. He's simply cleaning the connections.
Yeah, Kim, get off my back.
Once the oils have been dissolved, you wipe off the connections with your sleeve and reattach the cable.
Did that help?
It seems to have made some difference, but unfortunately not enough to alter the overall situation. Unser einziges Kind. Kann auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen. Short of changing the shape of the antenna, I'm not sure what else we can do from here. And the lorries are all jammed together, so that's unlikely to happen.
What would changing the shape of the antenna do? How do we change the shape? I'll do that.
What do you mean? You adjust the antenna manually.
What would changing the shape of the antenna do?
Ideally, narrow the receiving mode so that we can isolate the warship signal and eliminate the crosstalk. And if you don't know what you're doing, of course you could just make it worse. I'm afraid we're out of alternatives. You're just going to have to go for it.
Come on, give me a good dice roll.
She's right. The responsibility is yours, and yours alone. There's no turning back now.
Look up, look down, look at the horse. Look at Philippe. Oh god. Look at the horse.
This faithful steed is in nearly as poor a condition as its rider.
Advanced transceiver got one, and solid grip got one. Look at Philippe III.
You are face to face with Philip III. The Bronze King looks toward the west. Something about his features seems bizarrely distorted.
Come on, give me some extra help here. Look up.
A clear night sky. The stars make for a brilliant display. Across the river, you can see the lights of Coalition warship Archer floating above Revachol East.
Look down.
A few of the idle lorry drivers and strikebreakers gesture at you with their cigarettes, more out of curiosity than anything else. From the window of one of the adjacent apartment buildings, an older woman leans out, her heavy breasts sagging. She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk.
Below average, still doable. It's a red check, so I can fuck up. If there's any time I want it to work, I want it to work now. I've succeeded on 42% before. Just don't ideas. Alright, well, we have no choice. I would go with it anyway, even if I didn't have a choice. Alright, let's do it. Come on. No. Damn it. Is the head going to fall off? Oof.
You allow the broken hunk of metal to clatter to the ground. It wasn't clear to you it did anything anyway.
That was a dice roll was a 2 and a 2. That is critical failure.
Nein, Liebling! What are you doing? The connection is even worse now. This is extremely unprofessional.
The piece of junk didn't even work. I'm sorry. I was just trying to do good. It's not my fault the statue broke. I'm sorry. I was trying to do good.
But you didn't. You made things worse.
Alright. Jesus.
She's right. This was your responsibility.
No responsibility.
Damn it. I'm going to push the power supply. I doubt it will last more than a few minutes, so you'd better make them count.
A maelstrom of sound, swirling and swirling around an invisible point. It's mounting. Mounting.
Dice rolls double ones actually, so it wasn't critical failure, but might as well be.
Nicht mehr derselbe ist, seit auf einem Luftschiff aus Graz zurückgekommen ist.
Detective Cousteau, please respond.
It's too much. Your eardrums are throbbing, about to burst.
I can handle it.
A long winter, long and cold.
And then, nothing.
Try it now.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Detective Cousteau of the RCM. Please acknowledge.
This is Warship Archer.
Interesting.
We are acknowledging and accepting you. Though we're still getting quite a bit of interference.
This is the best we can do. I suggest you get to your business quickly. I doubt I'll be able to maintain even this connection very long.
There is so much you wish you could ask, but you probably only have time for 1 or 2 questions before the signal is lost.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
Who am I speaking with? What does Rachel look like from up there? What does the Morlinton really want? When is real democracy come to round for sure? Listen, I really need to reach the committee of responsibility. What does a Morlinton really want?
A very important question with a very simple answer. We want humanity to endure. Beyond that, it may be said that we are the inheritors and stewards of Dolores Day's legacy.
Yeah, I can dig that. Why, and the legacy is?
Immeasurable. It includes interstellar travel, 3 scientific revolutions, humanism, internationalism, the welfare state, and balance of terror theory. Nothing less than the intellectual foundation of our modern force. The role of the Moralist International is twofold: to buy humanity sufficient time to perfect itself, and to patiently guide it along the road while protecting it from ideological highwaymen and eschatologists.
What is the balance of terror theory? What is the sense of moral interns of student Dolores Day legacy? Who are the highwaymen and the eschatologians you mentioned? Why does the RCM fit in all this? What about us at the end of the road? What's the balance of terror theory?
It's an elegant idea, one of the cornerstones of the modern era. In short, it holds that durable, lasting peace is possible when the major powers are capable of inflicting unacceptable and irreversible destruction upon one another. Because no rational state is willing to accept the risk of such a calamity befalling its own people. All powers are incentivized to de-escalate conflicts before they reach the point of no return.
But what if the states aren't rational?
A state is like any other living thing. It wants to survive and grow. A state that doesn't value its own existence is not a state at all.
In what sense is the mole interns a steward of Dolores Day legacy?
It was established by many of the same founding party members who elected Dolores Day, and who, after her assassination, dedicated their lives to the continuation of their political and intellectual projects.
What race are seen in the road?
Let us answer your question with a question. Have you ever seen evening fall over the old town of Vesperacit?
No, I haven't.
The heart of the city, the old town, is a district composed of weather marble, comprising thousands of columns and arcades arranged around a series of grand plazas. During the day, it's a beautiful sight, equal to any of the great cities of Pericarnassus. But as the sun sets, the shadows cast by those columns and arcades weave together to form an intricate ombre lattice. When you see it, you suddenly understand. It was all built for you, for this very moment.
The name at Vesperasket means evening comes.
Built for me?
For you, for all of humanity. Not only that, but you are also part of that centuries-long plan. When you cross one of the open plazas, your own shadows is effortlessly woven into the great lattice work, a deliberate synthesis of humanity, art, and the natural world.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is. We grew up there. We have seen the lattice with our own eyes.
At Vesperacit, Dolores Day was crowned there, wasn't she?
She was. There are even those who say that at Vesperacit summoned Dolores Day, or that it was built in preparation for her, centuries before her arrival. That's why the old town is sometimes called the ceremonial heart of humanity. Of course, such a city does not spring from nowhere, nor does it endure without effort. Its construction was the work of many generations, and its preservation is an equally monumental responsibility.
How much time does humanity need to achieve this potential?
About 3,000 years.
That's a long time.
She really had that on the tip of her tongue. It's like she has the timeline laid out right in front of her.
That sounds like a very long time. Sounds like an impossibly long time. 3,000 years is just a blink of the eye. We need much more than that. Sounds about right, actually. Yeah, sounds about right.
It is, in all senses, the most moderate and reasonable projection possible based on current science.
I'm not joking, officer. I'll only be able to hold the signal open for a few more moments. What you came here to ask it now.
Is everything all right?
So we need to reach the Committee of Responsibility on this river.
Acknowledged. To reach the committee, all you need to do is fill out the appropriate request form and submit it to the Liaison for Public Affairs. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July.
She seems very satisfied with this. What if I need to reach the committee a bit sooner? Actually, I was hoping you could patch me through the committee directly. Superstar ego won't let the past go. It's holding me back. Yeah, I can't do empathy. Actually, I was hoping you could patch me through to the committee directly.
We're afraid that is quite impossible, Detective Cousteau.
What do you mean?
We cannot transfer you to the committee because we are not entrusted with that responsibility. We are simply the second signaler.
Listen, I'm begging you, please let me through. I get it, so the real power is even higher up. I'm begging you, just let me through. Archer, are you there?
We are here, Detective. Though we have to say, this is all quite out of sequence.
This line of argument is quite pointless. You should abandon it.
I'm not doing the empathy. It's a one-time deal and I don't have the thing for it. Clean and sober is +2 on me. Wolf need to reach the community a bit soon.
Not a problem. If this is a time-sensitive matter, you may file an emergency address request with the liaison for public affairs. They typically respond within a few weeks.
Don't do the empathy.
Not a problem. They typically respond within a few weeks. We're afraid that we cannot transfer you to the committee because we are not entrusted with
Okay,
that.
so the real powers is no help.
We are simply the second signal. That is the nature of the command pyramid, yes. Most modern organizations work in a similar way, even the RCM.
This line of argument is quite pointless. You should abandon it.
Can't do anything else but empathy. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna fail this one.
What part of need to reach the committee doesn't she understand? Time to lay it all out.
Aren't you listening? I've got an urgent personal matter to discuss with the committee.
We will hear your request, Detective Cousteau. Although we must inform you that the committee does not typically intervene in personal matters.
That's only because they haven't heard about your problems yet.
This department of money's been really riding my ass. Thing is, I can't remember anything. Oh god, evolved is bad. I've failed every one of these checks. I feel like I should have came in later and done this with a little bit more experience. The thing is, I can't remember anything.
So, you're experiencing acute memory loss. We don't see how this is the committee's business.
Good God, here we go.
I'm pretty sure it had to do with the prodigious qualities of drugs and alcohol consumed. Prodigious. I'm pretty sure it has to do with something I lost. Yeah, something I lost.
We're afraid we don't understand at all. What does this something have to do with your lost memories?
I had it, but now I don't. And I don't know what to do about it. Would you prefer to speak to the committee? I'd say I had it, now I don't.
We are sorry to hear of your loss, but personal tragedy is quite beyond the purview of the committee's responsibility. Now, please excuse us while we update the receiving frequency. This connection will be cleared in 4, 3...
Quick, hang up on her first.
No, please don't go. Say nothing. Disconnect before she cleans the line. No, please don't go.
2, 1... Après le monde, le gris.
And the line goes quiet. The lieutenant gives a long sigh as he removes his headphones. He looks up at you.
I think it's best for you to climb off the statue now, Detective. Your real work is done here.
Give me a minute.
The cold bronze tickles your inner thighs. Your legs have grown stiff. You've been up here quite a while. You look around. Most everyone has already gone home for the night. It's really just you, the lieutenant, and the programmer left. There's really no point. You're beginning to feel like the little child who refuses to come down off the carousel.
Alright, calm down.
Good. Now give me a hand with these amplifiers. Leave the cables. I don't feel like making 2 trips.
What's one more trip across the waterlock?
Beyond 2. I wonder how long it's still for.
Well, this was an interesting collaboration.
We make a very good team, Timmy. What do you think? Can I make it as an video in the premiere? We make a pretty good team.
Really? I do not think we were all that successful.
Yeah, we had fucking bad
But maybe
time.
the RCM has a different definition of success. In any event, just leave that equipment here. I'll put it away later. If you'd like, you can take one of the extra headsets. I don't need so many spares. Now, you'll excuse me. I have to get back to my own work.
Well, that was a complete washout. Failed pretty much everything.
Anna Van Eyck. Okay, So Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away. And then it ended up in the Hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
Bonuses. All Motronics white checks unlocked reveals any Van Eyck's gig posters in the world. Motronics white checks. So all the yellow ones. Unlocked. So was previously locked, now get unlocked. Help Egghead with the beat. This may take a while. Yeah, I'll leave that. Alright, I'll call it a night. I don't want to be out too long. Inland Empire +2. I think I did that quest way too early. I think that's detrimental. I lost every one of those dice rolls. Let's put on the cigarettes.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Ignore it.
Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry, you can come back to this later. The army of Smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to it.
You've passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry. The option to start smoking becomes available again in 3 hours.
Alright, let's teleport back to the beginning. And let's call it a night. I think we covered quite a bit of ground. We're annoyed about less responsibilities. But everything else went well. Karaoke went well. But everyone's going to bed. Let's check this one last time.
You see a heavy steel door. The door does not budge.
Wonder how late you can stay up for.
Yes? What about me? Good. Let's change the subject.
Alright. Let's call it a night. Alright, see you in the morning, Kim. Put a cigarette away. I was thinking if I had a cigarette out, I might have been able to carve a cigarette with it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Electrochemistry. Can I get that up? Yeah, come off it there. A giant pair of cans to keep you safe from the rod. This particular set seems to have changed hands several times, may become sweaty after extended use. We're doing electrochemistry.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft, yet crinkly.
Take your arm out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum, loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
A glimmering chewing gum wrapper found in the pockets of the labourer's jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering. I don't have time to interact. I'll do it tomorrow. I gotta remember every time I get a new piece of clothing to wear it, because options come up. Right.
The mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore.
Yep, there's the
It's
white
your
check,
face
so I
in
can
the
do it
mirror,
again.
adorned with the expression.
Right, let's try and get out of this. Come on.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Let the mirror be for now. Well, let's go have a close back. What's that noise about? Yeah, alright. Cool. Saving corner. Something over there. Save.
The bed is still cold from the broken window.
Yep, let's go sleep.
The room behind your closed eyelids is familiar now. The only home you've ever known. Its darkness gathers. The last thing you hear is the wind blowing in through the broken window. Then something comes. A kind of sleep.
What kind of shit are you
Like
say
a
about me?
deftly cast fishing net. Sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes. Tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is gonna be really chill. Dark shore my ass. I know what this is. Yeah, just let me see. Great, this is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
I saved quite a few people I think I found.
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I don't care, that doesn't scare me. Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad. Sharp, I just want to sleep.
Hear that? Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Black water under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it? Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark. Well, what is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots. Her face forms in summertime. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to think either one of those things. Her face forms in summertime.
In hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Oh, yeah? Hey. Spent a lot of health and morale yesterday. Right, how am I doing?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered.
That's not my encyclopedia.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see your face, such as it is without the expression. It's just hairy.
Dig deep into the mind to locate the source of the expression.
It belongs in the new,
Good.
the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Why? I thought I need to add a clicking sound when I make click click. How long ago was the new? Anything else, like who I am, what I've become cop, why did I drink myself in oblivion? Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestration? I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I thought I need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else, like who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestration?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Yeah, go on, let's spend another. And let's learn. What happened to Guillermo le Million, who, with the amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled and tattered remains of the nation? Why he suffered and suffered? Did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? Or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into slendering new lines of some starlit boaty nut 20 years ago? Spare thought for his grey arse too. Oh wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. Yeah, let's initialize. Alright. Save it quickly. Well, I'm basically finished off for the day. Just want to take a look around if anything interesting is going on. Alright. Oh, you know what? I'll leave it at that. I was about to play a little more. I could just keep on going. Cool. Let's end it. Alright. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. It's been an interesting session. It's quite a good session. A lot went down. So before I went in, I was like, I need to quicken up the pace in the story. So I managed to do a whole bunch of stuff. Managed to do some church stuff. Got my gun back. The whole gun sequence worked out very well. I think I messed up one of the dice rolls, but all worked out okay in the end. Talking to the Hardy Boys, that worked out really well. Basically pretty much on track for everything. And then the other major one was Low Responsibility. I just failed every dice check, and that was really annoying. But apart from that, all good. I suppose Low Responsibilities is kind of a side quest, so I shouldn't matter too much. Just really would like to have completed that. Yeah, so that's it. That's all done today. It was a good session. Anyway, next session would be Tuesday, maybe. I have to double check the schedule. I'm going to be pretty busy next week, so we have to see how it goes. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys soon, hopefully.